Hello, everyone. It's Mike from Downtown Comics, and tomorrow, Wednesday, March 26, 2025, is a huge day in comics. I thought last week was huge, but I was wrong. This week is even bigger with fantastic projects from all the different companies. So before we begin, downtowncomics.com is the place to go to check out all the comics and covers. This week especially, there are so many different covers. It is crazy time. But, so yeah, check out the website if you want to see them all, because I don't have them all on this table. Other than that, liking, sharing, and subscribing is super appreciated. All right, get a drink, get a snack, because it's going to take a bit. All right, we're going to go all the way down to the end of this table, and we're going to start with the independents. All right, we got a new one for you Garth Ennis fans called Kids. I'm sure it's not happy, even though it looks like it in the logo. From Distillery, we have The Big Burn. That's a new issue. I want to say it's number 2, number 3. It is number 3. Our World of Hellboy, The Shadow of the Golden Crane continues with a number 2 issue. And Vampirella is back in a new ongoing series. So, of course, many a cover. One of the ones with probably 27 covers, and I only have maybe 4 of them. Yeah. All right. For Spawn this week, we have Gunslinger Spawn. Brand new Doll Parts. That's on number 4. The award-winning series Bitter Root is back with a new number 1. So that is back. Our Turtles Naruto crossover continues, issue number 3. Yep, that's it there. And let me see. Let's go back down to here. G.I. Joe, It's a Real American Hero. And our Frankenstein series ended about a month ago, and so now a new Universal Monsters appears. The Mummy is the brand new one. The Mummy. So you can check your favorite cover there. Powerpuff Girls, that's on number 9. Star Trek Defiant hits 25. That's pretty good for a Star Trek book. Terminator, it's number 6. And we have the return of Solomon Kane, a brand new Solomon Kane series. So, a bunch of different covers there. If you're a Mignola fan. And, oh, it's good to see a Breton? I forget how to... Dan's his name, and he's a very good painter. So... All right, let's see. We'll do the stack last. All right, we got Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. That's new. Turtles Adventures. We have a new Gold Key Boris Karloff one-shot for you Boris Karloff fans. That's probably the second or third one they've done. DuckTales hits number 4. A brand new spy thriller. We're Taking Everyone Down With Us. This looked fantastic. I can't wait to read it. Radiant Black is back at 32. And, okay, so let us go to the pile for the rest of the independents. All right. We've got a new one called You'll Do Bad Things. Mark Spear's Monsters is a phenomenon. This is a 4th printing, I think, of number 1. Yeah, 4th printing of number 1 from an independent company. Darkwing Duck, number 2. The Seasons. Brand new Feral. Couple of covers here. New Monstrous. Standstill. Our Dust to Dust miniseries hits number 4. Department of Truth. A new one called Our Brilliant Ruin, The Horror at Crane Mansion. That's Cullen Bunn. Fantastic writer. Monster High gets a new one. The Exorcism at 1600 Pennsylvania. Again, from the world of Hellboy, Frankenstein, number 2, different Frankenstein. And, our Sherlock Holmes, The Dark Detective miniseries continues. All right. So some great independents. Let's go on to DC. All right, Green Arrow. Peacemaker is back with a new miniseries. So it's the number 1, and it's under the Black Label, so it may be a little more rated R. And we got a shiny one. The Harley Quinn Fartacular, Silent but Deadly, number 1. Yep, there you go. Just throwing it in there for April's Fool's Day. All right, so some of the big books. The first one, Absolute Wonder Woman, hits number 6. All right. right. Metamorpho continues. Superman. Justice League. Number 5. Little Flash Superman race cover. That's cool. All right, and we have a brand new Absolute today. So Absolute Flash was last week. This week, Absolute Martian Manhunter. That's some crazy covers. Kind of cool. That's shiny, if you can't see it. Huh, that'll be fun. All right, and probably the biggest book of the week, Batman 158, is the official sequel to the original Batman Hush storyline from number 608, I believe, is where it started. So Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee. Jim Lee's probably last tier work of his career, if I understand it correctly. So this is it. So Swan Song, why not? So Hush is back. There's a ton of covers. Just a ton of covers. All good stuff here, but this should be a really big book. That's shiny. All right, then you get a little gold logo book even. All right, and I'll show you a different version of this particular comic in a second. Green Lantern, he's brand new. And another pretty cool Mark Spears cover there. Flash. The Black Canary Best of the Best miniseries. Wonder Woman. Harley Quinn, and that's on 49. And then our Batman, The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween. What number are we on here? That is number 6. Number 6. All right, and then before we end with DC, I'm going to show you 2 bigger books. So first we have our Treasury-sized it was a Treasury. They're reprinting the Treasury, sorry. Batman's Strangest Cases. So that was limited collector's edition C59 for those keeping track at home. And you get a foil variant version if you want. And then our last one is a Giganto, and I mean Giganto, so you can see it against. I've got basically there's a Treasury sized, and then there's this size. So it's not going to fit. I mean, you'd have to put 2 Treasury sizes, one on one end, one on the other, to completely cover it. I don't think they make a bag for this. All right, so Batman Hush, the giant size special edition. So this is just a giant reprint of this issue in glorious full color. So, yep, that's a big book. So you can get that if you want. It barely fits in my frame. All right, that's it for DC. Whew, that's a big one. But I think Marvel may be bigger this week. All right, we're going to start out with Incredible Hulk. We got Infinity Watch, number 3. Let's see. This is called the the Illuminati with pool at the beginning. There you go. It's a one-shot. It's a Deadpool thing. It's April Fool's week. I guess that's technically next week, but you know. Doom Academy hits number 2. Our Rogue series, number 3. Amazing Spider-Man. All right, this concludes the current run of Amazing Spider-Man at 70. It's the last issue of the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. So our new number 1 will launch in a couple of weeks. There you go, but you can finish that off. Uncanny X-Men is new, and it looks like it's going to be a Gambit-centric issue, if the covers mean anything. There. 2 Star Wars projects. We've got our High Republic Fear of the Jedi. And then we have our Rise of Skywalker adaptation hits number 2. Daredevil is on 19. Another Deadpool Wolverine, Slash 'em Up. So this is a one-shot. And then if you're following the X-Manhunt in all the different X titles, this is the finale, X-Manhunt Omega. So you're going to want to pick up this one-shot to finish off that storyline. We have Weapon X-Men number 2, that new one. While I'm here, we'll do some new printings. Magic number 2 gets a second printing. Ultimate Wolverine number 1 gets a third printing, I believe, yes. And One World Under Doom, if you missed it, gets a second printing. So if you didn't jump on board soon enough, you can now do that. All right, back to the new stuff. Red Hulk hits number 2. A reprint, just gearing up for more and more Fantastic Four stuff. So Marvel Fanfare 15, that reprints that issue from the late 80s. Oh, there was my Fear of the Jedi. That should have been over here. Sorry about that. Just another cover there. Fear of the Jedi. 3 covers. All right. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 4. Another tie into One World Under Doom. The Thunderbolts Doom Strike. It's number 2. Nope. Our Laura Kenny Wolverine. Number 4. Doom's Division. That is a brand new one. So that is number 1 there. And probably a really key issue, Fantastic Four with number 30. If you read One World Under Doom, number 2, you probably know why. All right, and Godzilla is back in the Marvel Universe. Here we go, and he will be versus a bunch of different people. We're going to start out with Godzilla versus the Fantastic Four. So this one-shot has, like I said, a bajillion and a half covers to choose from. So just look at them all, and that's probably not even all of them. So there you go. So that's the first of like 5, I believe, that they're doing. So all one-shots. Wolverine Revenge continues. You got the bagged version, you've got the unbagged version, and then you've got, you know, variants and stuff. And then we're going to round out Marvel with Ultimate Spider-Man, the new one, at 15. And then Ultimate Wolverine, the new one, at number 3. There you go. Woo! Huge, huge week, everyone. I'm glad you're here for it. I thank you for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. Congrats. And we will see you at the stores. I'm tired. I got to go read some books. Bye-bye.